Okay. Some of the stuff here. Where's my screwdriver at? Right here. Okay. I'll try to get this clip off here. Tweaked it a little bit.
Yeah. Still good though, right?
I'll make it good once I straighten it.
What you doing? Working on FXR?
He's porting it out as a SNS head these days.
Oh, he's porting out his SNS heads?
He's practicing screwing them up so I can go back and fix them for him.
Okay. Sounds like me, huh?
Yep. Alright, that might rework. If not, I'll have to get another one. We'll leave that right there so we don't lose it.
Okay.
Okay. Now I gotta get this thing off of here. It's jammed in there pretty good. There it goes. Everything's all bound up. And we get that off. And we'll get the cotter key out of here. Get the pin out.
The longer one or shorter one? The longer one.
Yeah. So now, well,
So the bent side goes down, huh?
yeah, this is bent here too.
That bent?
Yeah. Bent the fitting on that because I bent it. Press it right here. Yeah. Screw that up. Might fit now. Okay, we're still pretty close to our case down here. The case is so thick right there.
Uh-huh.
It's not a stock width.
That's stock Harley cases.
See how we're hitting right here?
Yeah.
So we are going to hit right here. So to make this work correctly, we're going to have to bend it right in here and bend it out sooner
Okay.
to make it work correctly. And see how this one's kind of bent back in a little bit? It's,
Yeah.
somebody rebent it already the wrong way.
Mm.
So we'll just go ahead and tweak that a little bit. So I think the best way to do that is just to do a little adjustment.
That's funny, you know Chris, my kid that comes down here.
Okay, we got to put a bit of a curve in this. So I'm just going to put it right here and give a little tap right in here, see what happens. Curving it that way.
Yeah.
You got to curve it back. So I think we'll just flatten this curve out right here. I'll do that. Pretty close. We're still hard against it there, see? So we're going to take a little bit more of that, but definitely a step in the right direction. So let's go give it some more. Okay, this can come up pretty far. A little bit more.
Yeah, you got it.
See the pin goes in now without fighting you.
Yep. It's nice and loose. It's not all bound up.
You see we're going to hit right there though. Still binding there because it comes up and bends it. This case is just way too thick in here.
Will it shift? We're going to first.
No, it binds up right there.
Does it?
So I can't bend this anymore because I'd have to bend it in the middle. We can't bend it. So we did what we can do it that way. Now we're going to have to just physically grind the case away right now. So we need to grind it from there to... I physically need to grind it about like that much. That's where it's hitting. So we're going back and steal a grinder from back there and make a mess.
I found all the rotor bolts, found the other brake line. It wasn't the other one.
Alright, make some noise here.
What are you
Alright,
doing, Tatro?
I'm going to grind the case where it's in the way.
Okay.
It's going to make a big mess too.
Yeah.
Is that clearancing for the inner cover?
No, for the shifter.
Shifter.
Clearancing for the shift rod.
Give me a pin there, Dan. It was laying there. Oh, it's over here. I lost my pin. So I had to just about pry this stuff apart originally, but with all the modifications so far, it's getting better each time you cut shit. Okay, so I'm deep
No
enough
problem.
there, but I just need to take more out. See how it's not binding so much, Dan?
Yep, I see that. Perfect, dude. Take some more out of the case.
Yep. Just got to carry it up a little bit higher.
Repop case.
Yep.
Yeah, made it wrong as usual. Delcrons used to be like that. Now they got the big machine slab right there because of these problems. I don't like sharp edges. Alright,
Dresses up nicely.
there's the pin in it. Yeah, try it again. So far we're not making too bad of a mess.
And looks good when you hold it back a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, a little tight on the top. So continue up a little bit higher. It clears now, but it's just real close.
Just take that little nipple off right there.
Yeah, it's actually right up in here.
You gonna charge them for the polishing?
Yes. Yeah, I always charge extra for
The
that.
polish job.
Yeah, we gotta get extra for doing that. That's to float in like they're doing the ports. When the air goes down past the motor, it gives you that extra speed. Alright, look at that, we got clearance now, Dan.
Yeah.
It's still pretty tight right there, though.
But is he going in gear?
Oh yeah, it's going all the way up. It's right up against it, though.
That's what the bind was earlier.
Yeah, it was all bound up before, but it's still gonna lightly hit right there, as you can tell. It just kind of rubs up against it and it goes away.
Yeah. See what we had for Banjo, Tatro? That was the front brake line.
Yeah, it's chrome on the top. Well, we can switch it over to black if you want.
Yeah, might as well just do all black.
Yeah, we gotta get a list of stuff tomorrow so we can order it Monday. Get it in for the next day. Okay, now I just gotta go straight down and raise it up a little bit higher. Is it getting hot?
Looks like it.
Yeah, that's what happens when you lay your finger against that and push up on it. We're donating a little bit of flush to the project, Dan.
Yeah.
It's close, but it's got clearance now. It's right there, though. See, it kicks over right there, see?
Yeah.
Because all the clearance comes out here and jerks it.
Yeah.
So, otherwise, we have a lot of clearance up the whole length right there. It's just when it jerks over. All right, so we're good. Okay, let's get this all cleaned up. We're going to do a trial fitment. See if he can shift this thing, because I don't think there's any way in the world you're going to shift that damn thing. Put your foot on the footboard. Okay, how far off is that foot from working that lever?
Pretty far.
So how low do you want that thing to be?
A little lower than it is there.
Like 4 inches above your toe is too much?
Yeah. That's a little low.
Where do you think you want it to be?
Probably 2 inches.
Well, lift your foot up. Where do you think it wants to be at?
Right about there.
All right, so we're gonna need to move that lever down 1 to 2 splines.
Yeah.
Usually you want to think just above your toe when your toe's on the board.
Okay.
Is your foot comfortable with the foot on flat on the board?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's comfortable like
Because
that.
you got straight legs like you should be on a old bike. Okay, jump on down. Let's get this straightened up. I have to take this pedal off and adjust it. Now this whole mechanism is bent over here. You know that, don't you?
Is it?
Yes.
The whole thing's bent?
Well, yeah, it looks like it.
Well, I
to
see
me.
it's bent this way, isn't it?
Yeah, it's bent every way.
Huh.
Okay, here, hold on that. Then you know what you're doing. You can never do just one thing. You gotta look at the whole picture when you're doing this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The time to adjust this is now, not after it's buried behind the cover you can't get to. Okay, now. So this thing's bent a little, but there's not much I can do about it because I have no access to it. All we can do right now is get the pedal where he wants it to be. Because we got to adjust it here and here to make it right. So I think if we move this up a little bit, this way. So we're bringing it up here. You see where our pivot's here.
Mm-hmm.
Ideally, you want your pivot to go equally, so this makes us about equal. We gotta watch out for this here. Make sure you don't bottom out on anything.
Mm-hmm.
See, there's no bottoming here, no bottoming here. When you go the other direction, it's the same thing. You wanna make sure you don't bottom out in there like it looks like it's trying to do. See how it looks like it's bottoming out right there, right
Yeah,
now?
but it's still missing it.
But it's pretty close.
It's right on borderline.
So what we need to do is do that again.
Oh, okay, so you press the screwdriver.
See, now we definitely got the clearance. Now
Yeah.
it's going to affect us here, which it did. You see, we still got enough clearance found in there that we're okay on that.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure all of these things are clear. And if you're not sure which way you are, you just kind of wiggle it. If you can wiggle something, it ain't bound. So you can still kind of wiggle things, even though I've got tension on it. I can still move it. So that's how you know for sure what you're at. Okay, so let's go ahead and get back up on there. Okay, now where do you want that to be? Try shifting up with your toe. You want to come down about a ½ inch?
Yeah. Yeah, but maybe one spline.
No, we're not splining it, we're just adjusting right here on the
Oh,
rod.
just right there? Okay.
You just do it right here on the rod. Try it again. Put your foot flat first. See, right now we got about my finger's clearance, which is pretty good usually.
I can just lift it up, shift it.
Yeah, we gotta lift your foot anyway when you do it, but now go all the way down. Let's make sure. Go ahead and shift it all the way and hold it down. And we're bottomed out, so it's too low.
It's too low?
Too low. Okay, do that again. Let me bike rolling. Okay, try it again. What's going on? We're bound up on something. Okay, hold on, hold on. Okay, we're still going too far, so. See, we're bottoming out. We're still bottoming. So this thing's going back up in the air pretty far, it looks like. Okay, there. Okay, there's all the way in gear. That's just flex. So I can take out some of the flex. That was one turn. Why's your shifter bound up?
I don't know.
This guy's trying to go in a couple of gears at once. Okay, so now we're hard against the
floorboard
table there. Well, it's not against it all the way down, but when you push on it, you got flex.
Okay.
Okay, so that's as high as you can run it, or low as you can run it.
Okay.
So what do you think of your foot right there? Do you want me?
No, I like that. That's good. I could just put my foot down like that, or I could just put my foot up like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we should be able to shift it down. Go ahead and shift it down. You feel it. See, it goes against the board, but it's
catching.
But it is shifting all the way
it's
down.
shifting all the way
Just,
down.
you just got flex you're doing. Okay. All right, let's go see how this thing shifts. We're trying to get in 2 gears at once. It's probably not going in high gear because it's dog to
But I
dog.
think it's in neutral now.
Yeah. All right, pop up off there. So we got our rough adjustment in there now. There you go. And the problem is now is that notch they put in there doesn't line up now
Oh no.
because we now are in a different location. So we need to rat tail file that a little bit. What do you make these for? Bolt.
Put it in now.
It's tight, but it's in. Tight's good.
Got a little tight and loose on that, huh?
As long as the bolt goes in, it doesn't matter. It's going to squeeze it anyway. So
Yeah.
it doesn't really make any difference. Where's my other red tool at? There, tighten it up. Okay, now we go up here. Tighten that up.
Where did that little thing go to?
I had to move them.
You gotta move him?
Okay. So everything's nice and free.
Yeah, it's all
No
free,
binding.
loose spinning.
Alright.
Is that the right one?
I don't understand why this thing is like it is. It shouldn't lock up. That's only one way. That's the one gear. Another gear. There it goes. We're not catching another gear. Have you ever tried shifting this, tranny?
No.
So it ain't shifting. I think we're low. Trying to go low in a second. See, that's neutral.
That's first.
I just went into it that time. See, it won't go. They have to have the gear tooth time drawn. It's against the last tooth hitting hard on the thing. It has to be. It's got to be in roll.
God damn it, man. Son of a bitch. You don't think the tranny's gonna work?
It's just the cam gear is in the wrong spot. Doesn't mean it won't work. It's just it comes up in the wrong area. I don't know how it's going to be until you actually try to ride it. What we're doing right now is hard to do because I can't turn it very well now. See, it's hard in. It's not supposed to be a hard stop. I need to get the key in here and try this.
It's right here. There you go, you got it.
Yeah, the gear doesn't want to go on there either. It's not on there. Have to go back and grind on that thing a little bit. Alright, cut the video. Let me go around this real quick. Be back. Should work a little better, hopefully. Much better. Get a nut over here somewhere. Right here. Okay. Now we can tell what's going on. It's obviously a lower gear. That's not neutral, so that means we're probably in second. That was low. So it's weird. See, we're in gear,
A lot of play.
but then it doesn't go. That was only 3 gears, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Well, you got more than 3 gears?
Shit, should be 4.
Oh. Got neutral? You got more than that? Alright, there's something going on. Alright, let's pull this thing down, see what we got going on. That thing's all screwed up too.
What do you think, it's in here?
No, but it's all I can get to. And I'll pull the tranny out.
No, we can't pull the tranny out.
Sure we can.
It's a pain in the ass.
We're already halfway there.
Yeah. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but we're already halfway there.
Yeah. God, pull the tranny out.
Half the work's done. It's better to find about it now than later. Can I get to that nut under there or not? That's the hard one. It's assembled. Oh, no, maybe not that
Nice
hard.
and loose.
It might not be that hard.
Might not be that hard, huh? Is that the only one like that?
There's supposed to be a nut down there.
Is there supposed to be a nut down there?
Yeah. Blow the shit out of the hole.
Yeah, the nut was on it and it came off.
Well, yeah, obviously something's not there.
Yeah, something's not there.
But that doesn't look like it's the right one either. Oh well. There's some strip threads on that one.
Was there?
Let's see how far that one goes up. The other one didn't. There's different lengths ones there too, anyway. See, they're all different lengths.
Yeah.
It's only supposed to be 2 lengths. All right. How's it look?
Where's the light at?
Right there.
There it is.
Are you trying to get
Got
dirty?
grease.
It's a mess?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh well.
Got grease.
I guess I use this one. Where's that dirty rag at? There's your problem.
What?
See that part turning?
Part. It's not supposed to turn?
Supposed to be a screw in there holding that together.
Oh. So that was the whole problem. Where's the screw go at?
In that hole.
In that hole?
That hole.
That wallered out hole?
It ain't walled out, it's slotted so you can rotate it for timing.
Oh.
That was that extra screw you had? You know where it went?
Yeah. I don't know where it went.
See how that has all that extra... See how that's doing that? That's kind of weird.
That's no good?
It's not usually something you see.
I don't know.
Usually it's all the way in. I don't know why it's doing that. It's kind of weird.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I didn't know they come out like this.
You expect I know?
It's out quite a ways, huh?
Yes, look at that. There, it's in further now. There's what it's supposed to be.
There it comes out again.
Yeah, well, I hope the inside of the tranny is better than what it looks.
Yeah, I had fucking...
I'm thinking that he doesn't have the cotter key on the gear in there, so it's just kind of trying to fall off.
Oh, my God.
Because I can't think of
But I
anything.
had that guy rebuild the, or put that, I took the tranny out to have that guy put that gear in here. And he took the tranny apart and put it back together, so I don't know what he did.
Yeah.
I just took the tranny out of the thing, took him over to him. I had the gear, I gave it to him. I said, "This is the gear I need in there."
He left out some parts here. It looks like.
Looks like it, huh?
Flipped it off. Let's go find some parts. Okay, here's a screw we're going to put back in the cover here to hold us on. I think that's about the right length to go in here. So, well, we got to change out the speedo gear. I forgot about in here.
Yeah, I forgot about that too.
And then I took this off to do that, and I see the cable's on upside
Down. I put that in there.
And there's absolutely no lubrication on it at all, so
No.
we don't need no lube on anything, I guess.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't thinking about the lube.
So now is the time to do this because everything is out of the way.
Yeah.
That screw is supposed to be tight down.
Yeah, wasn't tight.
Well, not very.
And I boogered up the end on that one. I don't know if I put it in right or what I did
Is that
on
why it's
that.
not coming out?
Yeah.
And you did something inside of here, the gear on something?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I did something to the inside of the gear. I fucked it all up.
We think.
You'll see it. See it?
Well, there's your problem.
It's all fucked up.
It's missing some teeth.
Yeah. Is this the same one? Is that the same one?
No.
Oh, it's a two different drives, huh?
Opposite direction.
So that's the wrong one right here.
Well, this might be the right one because that's the reason this one broke.
Okay.
Tried jamming it in, it wouldn't go.
Wouldn't go. So this is the wrong one.
Dan, why are you filming over there? Does that rag look nice?
Yeah.
That was a nice looking rag.
Sorry about that.
You know, the next 3 minutes later,
Yeah.
here's the gear he bought to replace this one. You can see it goes the opposite direction. The reason this is probably broken is because obviously it
It's
wouldn't,
the wrong one.
it wouldn't go in. It's crossed.
Wrong direction.
So what we need to do is find out if you got the right one.
And he couldn't put the gear in there backwards, could he?
So we're just going to stick this down in there, try not to lose it. And see if I can feel it engage in there at all. Catching on something. Can't tell if it's engaged, but I think it went in. I think it went in there and did its job. Hard to tell. Now this one here goes in this direction.
It doesn't go.
It doesn't go at all. And the reason it doesn't go is probably because it needs to be that one. Okay, so we got to fix this. You have the bushing?
No, I don't. This is all I got. Is this?
Oh, you got the shaft?
That's all I got.
You got shafted again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know it took a bushing.
Okay, so let's go and do this.
Have you changed these before?
Yeah,
Bunch of times, huh?
not a bunch, but you just buy a new unit. That's okay. I know how to work on stuff. It's not that complicated, Dan. Okay, flipped it off. Let's go this place. Get my new vise going here again. Putting it to use.
Redoing the speedometer drive gear.
Yep. See how hard that came out?
Yep. Tough one.
Oh. It's out there.
Yeah.
The bushing go. Over the bushing. Oh. Found it.
Right there.
Alright, this is just a bush and it just slips on, goes on tight, and that's what holds it. I need to put some grease on here though. Okay. Put grease in from that direction. Grease it up good.
Why would they make it in a different direction?
I just did. So now I have to use like a little socket to push over the bushing one.
Hmm.
So you thought these were for something else, didn't you?
Yeah. They're an all-around tool, huh?
Yeah. Oh, that doesn't fit on this. Wrong direction.
Okay.
Now I got my brand new vise back here to beat on it, flattened out. Pretty hard. That's a pretty hard hit.
Still ain't gonna work, huh?
Not sure what's going on here. Oh, here's your problem.
Too loose.
Wrong size bush.
It's made for that one.
Yep, see it's a tight fit on that one. Loose fit on this one. That means it doesn't work.
It didn't work?
It's not going to work.
Oh.
Need to make a new bushing or do something else.
Do you have another bushing?
Nope. Make one or get a whole drive unit. Used to easy come with a new bush. You didn't get no bushing though.
No, didn't get no bushing. I got that used at a bike shop at Neil's Custom Cycles.
Okay, let me go see if I got something. Flip that off. Jeez. There's teeth in there, but I can't tell what they are. Okay, this one here is the same one we were trying to put together on the new one. This is 62 to 68 or 67, somewhere in that area.
Let me see the teeth on that.
It's going the same way that gear we were just trying to use.
Like that drive gear's a lot fatter on that one.
Doesn't matter what it is, whether it fits in there or not.
Oh, okay.
That's the one.
Gonna fit in there perfect, didn't it?
You notice how it went right in?
God damn
That's the
it.
first clue that might be the right one. So this is 62 to 67.
One thing is
68.
another.
What year is that? 67.
So it's not an early one.
No, it's the intermediate year.
Intermediate year.
I'm going to put a gasket under some sealer.
I think I got a gasket on the on that other one.
Yeah, we'll just put a whole new drive unit in. Going?
Yep.
Yeah, it's the same ratio. How did I get oil on that? Damn it. Here, wipe that off, Dan. Here, grab the pocket. Grab the rag out of my pocket. Wipe that oil off down the bottom. Okay, let go. Yep, right there at the bottom. Alright. Oil doesn't like sticking to...
Form a gasket, huh?
Sealer doesn't like sticking to oil, I should say.
Yeah.
We don't have a gasket right now that we feel like digging one up, so
So that'll work anyways.
we're going to make do. Alright. Good thing we didn't forget to do this because it's been hard to do later.
Oh man. So the first one I had it was the wrong drive.
You had
the
the
wrong,
36 to 61.
I had the 36 to 61.
So if they ever put this tranny together, they used the wrong parts for,
Yeah.
for a knucklehead. They use late pan. Considering how everything else is put together, not a really major surprise on anything, is it?
No. That fucking kicker cover pisses me off. I can't believe that.
Yeah, that's another problem. Okay, is this thing gonna go in there or not?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that tightened up.
Is it moving?
And that is not working.
Oh, it's gotta be in gear.
Oh, it's on the other side.
Yeah.
Yep, turning real slow.
Turning?
Yep, really slow. Alright, it's turning. You made about a turn.
Now I gotta take this thing off, huh?
Yep, next problem.
God damn it.
That's why you left the dash loose, wasn't it?
I guess so.
Gotta deal with the gas things too later. That's later.
We gotta take them off?
I gotta fix the petcock.
Do you have to take it off to do that?
Do something, make it work right. Look at me to put a zip tie on this thing.
I don't know. I didn't know. I taped it is what I did to get it through.
Alright.
I taped it to get it through. Okay, Tatro is putting the speedometer drive gear in the right way.
There, see? Right at the bottom. See how the cable doesn't fall out under load?
Yep, I see that now.
Sounds a little dry in there.
Yep, put a little grease on it.
I think I'll put a lot of grease on it.
Put a lot of grease on it.
A lot of grease. Yes.
The thing would have probably snapped on me, huh?
Yeah, it would have wore itself out pretty quickly. We're gonna get this high for the good shit too.
Damn, Tatro, you're the mechanic, dude. You know all this
We're
shit.
gonna get the fancy shit. We're not gonna use that cheap ass grease. This is that heavy duty marine grease.
Okay, Tatro's greasing up the speedometer drive cable as it was dry.
See, we use this stuff here for like shovel heads. Stuff that doesn't matter. Evo bikes and crap like that. This is the good stuff. Not that anybody think we might be prejudiced against new bikes. Late model shovel head bikes, you know.
I like what you said about the black guy. It's a black thing. It's a black thing.
Alright, so this lubricates our cable. It's going to sound so squeaky now.
Yeah.
Alright, you want to actually put a good wad up here on the top, because that's where the thrust bearing goes.
Okay.
Down here we're still relatively dry, so put a little bit on the end of that to make sure it's got some on it too.
Doesn't stick inside there.
And then I usually put some on the threads to, in case they don't want to screw on very well. See, everything gets lubed.
Everything gets lubed up.
Except for the outside of the container, but I don't like that being lubed.
Keep that clean, huh?
Yeah, see, so we got a little oil right there, I like that.
Keep all your shit clean, don't you, Tatro?
This rag's getting kind of dirty.
All but that.
Cleaner than that one though.
Yep.
Okay, so now we gotta just go ahead and put this down here. Before I do that, I'll go back up here and hook this side up. Push into that cable up. There it goes. Sure didn't go in it very well, does it? That's good. Yeah, that thing feels like crap.
Aftermarket.
I almost feel like it's threading sideways, but I know it's not.
There it goes.
I don't want those to gall up as I jam them in.
Yeah.
Alright. That made a big difference. I went right in that time.
Yep.
Okay, so now it's tight, unlike what we did on the back where it was loose after we tightened it.
Yeah.
We'll give it a little torque. Okay, it's torqued. Push that back down. Okay, now this is back down here. We have to get that square to go in this square. Okay, it went in. See, now it's going in the square. Line had to line itself up. Don't just force it. Now, it's common for these nuts to get cross-threaded, so you gotta.
Yeah, I know those nuts are hard.
So you just let it find its own center.
Yeah.
Just wiggle the cable around until it drops in, and it goes on down all by itself like it's supposed to. So if you do it right, you don't have to force it. If you're forcing it, you're probably doing it wrong. Okay, then we just give it a little bit of torque, not very much, it doesn't need much.
Snug it up.
That's all it takes. There, now if you spin that wheel really hard, it should move that needle. Assuming that works up there, which I don't know if it works or not.
I don't know if that works or not either.
We'll have to wait until we get down the road on that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now, this here needs to get some lube in here. It never had any in its life, probably.
Oh, I got grease in it.
It does have grease?
Yeah, I got a grease in there.
Yeah, I'll put a little bit of chain or cable lube in here just for the hell of it.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I put that Zerk fitting in there.
Okay, now we'll get back to this piece. Okay, now that's supposed to have a gasket on it that,
Somewhat of a gasket.
that
Huh?
resembles something that might actually seal.
Yeah.
And we could tell this was going to seal really good because it's missing half of it. And we only have that much on that one. So I'm thinking that maybe we're going to have to invest in a couple of gaskets, Dan.
Couple gaskets. All
Okay, you
right.
think you can hang for that?
Yeah.
Spring for that?
Do you think it just leaks grease, right? Well, that don't work either, does it?
You want to save that piece?
No.
Put that in your save box?
No. That piece too.
Yeah, this might be almost as old as you.
Yeah. Might be, huh?
It comes off about the same age. Okay, shut that off. We'll go clean this crap up. You know how late it is. Okay. I'm just going to put this gasket on. That's it. I probably should put some sealer on it because we don't want it to leak for you. Try out this new sealer, see if it's any good. It's white now instead of yellowish color.
So that yellow color?
Yeah, mustard color, I don't know. This looks like some sperm whales around here. I don't know if that shit works or not. Let's see, before I do that,
Here, let me hold it.
I got my holding fixture.
Right there, huh?
Let's see here. Looks like the first few threads are gone out of that one. There is no nut.
Is that because the shifter lid's the wrong lid for the tranny?
Where's the other gasket right here?
Is that because the shifter lid's the wrong lid for the tranny?
No.
Huh?
No, they're all the same.
They're all the same.
No, it's just whoever worked on your tranny, you know what the hell he was doing.
Yeah. Had that over at Gym Specialties. Supposed to be.
It's fucking high or something, I don't know.
They're supposed to be the mechanics. That's why I couldn't take my bike to anybody up there, dude. I had so many problems with it. These people up there, they don't know what they're doing. That Walker guy might have known what he was doing, but I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know any better down here either.
You better. You're the best.
Yeah, but nobody else knows anything.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody else knows anything.
That's why they come here. They don't seem to know anything anymore. I don't know if that's going to work or not. I think it will. Find out.
Go in.
And that far.
All right.
Going in that far. Can't use that screwdriver. Use a little small one. Okay.
That's how you time it?
Tell me by being in gear.
No.
You go down here and you put it up in gear and you time it. The problem is it's hard to time it when you're where we're at, because we're in a neutral right now, I think, weren't we?
I think we were.
We need to shift it.
Let me see if we're in neutral.
We're neutral.
No, we're in gear.
Yeah, we're in something, but we're not in the right gear.
No, we're in neutral.
Thought we were.
No, we're in neutral.
We need to be in gear. We're supposed to be in third gear, but I'll take second if I can get it. So this is the appropriate way of not doing it. There's enough leverage on here to do it. I don't want to grab him in his teeth, but too far. Alright, we're in one gear. Looks like about the right one too. Yep, that's the one.
That's it, huh?
That'd be the one. Now that's the way you're not supposed to shift your tranny.
But it worked for you.
Yeah. Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. No, these guys don't know this kind of stuff, dude. They just fucking slap that shit together. They don't know any of this kind of stuff, timing it and all that.
Alright, so you line that up right here, see?
Yep.
A notch and that notch have to line up.
They're lined up, huh?
That's how you time it.
I'll bet that guy doesn't know that.
That's supposed to be in third gear as I recall. But it does work in second too if you have to.
I bet those guys don't know any of that stuff.
It's not normally a screwdriver I use, but the big one won't fit. Double check your mark to make sure it's good. See, we're lined up good still.
Right there's the line, lined up on it.
Mm-hmm. There's that. Okay, so that times our tranny. There's our grease set. Just put a little grease everywhere in here to make sure things are kind of lubed. This is pretty much its lifetime lubrication here.
Is it?
Yeah.
Good lube?
Some bikes get oil up in there, other ones don't. Either way, it'll take a while before it sees anything besides what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Okay, now you see how springs in here.
Mm-hmm.
They work correctly, see?
Yeah, we got springs.
You get the pin right, you gotta do it. So we have to time this correct and get it in there. Your springs are not bent or screwed up, so that's good. So they just kind of slip in there like this.
Well, it did something right, but did good springs in there, huh?
Yeah, it still keeps falling away, doesn't it? God damn it. It's in the dirt now, so that's good.
God damn, I can't even grab it.
Yeah, let me get it.
Here, stick it right here.
I'll stick it right up there, it's dry
Okay.
now. Okay, where is my big screwdriver at? Okay, I got the spring stuck in there.
Yep.
Now I gotta make sure it fits square. So we just kind of do it like that. Make sure it doesn't chase after you. See, it's trying to pop out right now. I'll take the other one and do the same thing with it. You can either go like this direction or the other way, whichever way works for you. You see that gap in there?
Yep.
I'm going to put some more grease on there. So now we've lubricated both sides of the spring with grease, because they do rub on the inside and outside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we got to try to get this all together. So I usually,
That's the hard part.
usually just kind of put these in your square. Sometimes you get a little screwdriver to turn them back square again, because they have to line up with the pin to go in.
Right.
You notice you're not watching all what I'm telling you.
No, I've got this.
So these go up and down, but you have to line them up or they don't go in all the way. So we got to compress them in there. Back in the old days, I used to put like a zip tie or a piece of stainless wire in there to hold it, but after a while you get good enough, you just go like this and handle it. And just figure out how to do it without all those fancy tools.
Zip tie's a fancy tool.
Yeah, where's my little screwdriver at? The screwdriver keeps disappearing underneath about 15 other tools. Maybe that's why it keeps disappearing. All right. So usually do this out of the bike.
It's a lot easier, huh? Oh, what a fit! What a fit!
Shit, I've done more than one, so
Sounds like it. Looks like it.
there's a little bit of a feel
Sure,
you go
you've done
for.
about 10 or 15 million of them.
There's a certain feel you need to feel when you're putting it in. If you don't feel it, then you know you're jammed up.
Yeah.
That's why I pulled it back out. It was 90 degrees off.
90 degrees off.
Yeah, so I didn't work.
Hmm.
Plus, I went and got my screwdriver. I didn't need a screwdriver because I did it right. All right, now we got our thing here. Now the gas can go just about on any way, but if you line it up like it looks like there,
Fits better.
it looks better.
Yeah, looks better.
Doesn't fit better. It just looks better
It looks better.
because it doesn't care how it goes on. Okay, we got a little bit of grease on there now. Just for the hell of it, we'll just maybe just put a little extra. You can't have too much grease on this stuff. Okay, and this piece goes back. Same thing. If you put the dimple where it belongs, it looks a little better.
Yeah. Might work too.
Now, there used to be, there was 5 long ones and 1 short one. You got 2 short ones and 4 long ones, so that means somebody is getting short change out of some threads. So I don't want it to be the lower one. Alright, let's click that off for a minute. Okay, we got all the different tools here. Take quite as long to put together with the correct tools. Besides, Dan's fingers getting tired of holding the on button on, right? Come on, get through the gasket. There it goes.
Damn, I might even have a motorcycle that works, huh?
It already worked, we had it running.
Yeah. Just gotta get all the rest of it.
We just didn't have it riding electrically or anything else. Okay, where do you want the bad one to be?
I
Front
don't
or back?
care. Wherever you think.
How many threads it's going to get? Not many. There's how many you're supposed to have, see? Okay, don't over torque it. Especially this one because it has very few threads.
Yeah.
So that's the only one you can get to when it spikes together, right?
Does it?
That one feels kind of shitty. Okay. I went and grabbed the nut with a lock built in.
Wow.
Make it a little bit easier than trying to put a lock washer in and out up in
nut
there
on
like I had to do in the old days. Really a pain in the ass.
I'll bet.
Plus, if I can get it up in there, it'll basically tighten itself up. You can feel it all in there.
Got it. God damn, Tatro. You got that bad motherfucker. This thing might even shift now.
Well, was I supposed to be able to feel in there and do it?
God damn it. Look at this thing might
It
even
was up
shift.
on top of my finger, tipping time back and forth.
Uh-oh, battery's low.
On that thing?
Look. Okay.
Okay. Had to do equipment failure there in the camera. Battery went dead after a few hours.
6 hours.
Is that all? With the light on most of it?
With the light on most of the time. I'm not going to turn that light on anymore.
You turn it on. Hit the button.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Should be good for another 6 hours. Yeah, let's not forget to put this on. Now, we don't know if this is going to work yet because we haven't tested it, but
We're going to find out, huh?
hopefully it does.
God, I had this thing all screwed up.
You know, see that little shit, that little screw down there? That's
Yeah,
not
that
very
ain't no good, huh?
So we're putting in the very back. That should be the least loaded part, I think. When you go up to see, I'm telling you, a longer screw.
Tell him to do the transmission better.
Correctly.
Yeah. He probably didn't know nothing about timing that thing, dude. He probably just slapped it all together.
He did, because he didn't even put the screw in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That gym special is supposed to be a good place to fucking be.
It was good for something. We just don't know what. Workbench got dirty over here for some reason.
Yeah.
Alright. Is it going to work now?
I hope so.
Yeah. Where is the new parts that we got here?
Here's the old one.
We want the new stuff. Okay. Somehow I gotta get that up onto there. That's gonna be fun to do. We'll get some of the good grease. We don't get lubed very often. Alright. Alright. Now somehow I'm gonna fix that.
Little screwdriver?
Yep. Come on, bastard. Get up in there. Crap. I don't know why it won't let me work. Protesting. He didn't like me hitting on it.
Guess not.
Yep. And he's fighting me down here too. Where's that pin at? Put it in there. Alright. It's not much of an area to grab a hold of over here. There it goes. Yep, here pop.
Heard something pop.
So you don't need no fancy tools. Just a screwdriver and some fingers. Look at that, less clearance for that. Alright, so we got a washer and a cotter key. Cotter pin. Okay, we got plenty of room in there to go backwards. Now if we put it on this other way, it might hit on the inside of the primary.
Yeah.
So I usually wind up putting them in backwards, which is the hard way to do it.
I know there's the cotter key.
Right, but sometimes they hit on the inside of the case in there too, and you can't do it that way.
Like that long one I had?
Yeah, that one's really long. So. And this one here is different. So put the lubricant in the hole there. So the washer goes on the other side. It's still longer than it needs to be. Okay. Holding on one side and bending the other cotter pin. Alright. See much free play it's got.
Yeah.
A little bit too long, but oh well. We'll get some more extra parts for you then.
Those are yours.
You can put that whatever you want your extra long stuff at.
Those are yours.
Okay, now after all that work, we know it's not going to work, right?
Yep. Didn't
Same
work.
problem.
Same problem.
One, two, and we got 3 gears down. That's all the way that way.
What do you think you did wrong?
That looks like high gear. Shifting mechanism. We only got 3-speed tranny in his bike. I don't know what you got in it. Still won't go to the next gear. See, it kind of catches the next gear there too.
So it's only shifting in 3 gears.
Well, I don't know if it's in between gears or there's a neutral in there. Yeah, you only got 3 gears. I wouldn't blow that. That looks like flow. Can't go any further, see. Another. One more. Nope, 3.
Oh, fucking believe it.
So you only got 3 gears.
So something's fucked up in the tranny.
Yeah, the tranny needs to come apart.
God damn it.
Alright, we're done for night on this one. Looks like we're going to go ahead and pull this tranny out next week and see what's wrong with this thing. Worst case is a 3-speed tranny, not a 4-speed. Best case is they put something together wrong and didn't know what they were doing. Going by what we've seen so far, I think that's a good option. But, anyway, we're going to pull all this out. Pull this whole tranny out of here. Try to leave the oil tank in here. And then take it apart, see what's going on with the shifting mechanism. And then if we have to go into the tranny, we'll go into the tranny further. But it'll be out of the bike. And then we got to go into this rear brake and figure out why this pivot's not put together correctly here because it's loose. So we know there's got some issues back here to deal with also. So Typical bike, you gotta fix about every damn thing you touch. This screw right here is stripped out most of the way. See, it comes out. Only got about 2 threads holding it, so we'll have to deal with it also. The brakes on this thing are really horribly screwed up, so while he's not looking, I might actually weld up a couple holes and fix them. And this brake switch needs to be mounted out here with a spacer so it's more in line with the spring instead of pulling it here at an angle, so I'll fix that too. And then we'll probably go ahead and hook this thing up and see if we get a miracle this thing actually does work, but I'm not holding my breath. Actually, we did have to glue that back together, so we'll just see how that turns out, but I'm sure I'll wind up buying a new unit, and I'll probably put the one that goes underneath the generator cover. I like them better anyway. But the good side is it looks like the carburetor and the motor and all that stuff seems to be working halfway decent, and we definitely got a lot of good oil, so that's a plus. So it's just everything else around the bike seems to be the problem. So we gotta get the dash all bolted back up on here. We gotta get the gas tank petcock here needs to be aligned. It's this old style petcock that has a rod going through it. And right now they're not aligned correctly, so it binds up. So I'll go ahead and bend the tank down here at the bottom until it lines up. So I'll have to deal with that. And just a lot of little knick-knack stuff. I did check the clutch mechanism here, and I adjusted this back further, so now when this is fully out, it just barely touched the back of the cover. So I got this right about where it's going to sit. So we'll leave this more or less like this when we take it off. We'll just mark this thing here up so we know where it's at. Like that. Leave it loose that much. We'll be taking this rod out and this shift lever, and then up here, this stuff all comes out to get the tranny out. But anyway, it's just a lot of stuff you got to work on these bikes. Everything looks like it's in there good, but everything just doesn't quite line up correctly. So, nothing new. So I haven't got to the front brake yet, but we'll get the back of the bike fixed first, work our way forward. So, but yeah, that's where we're at for now. So we'll continue this later.